Hello, everybody. So today we're going to be talking about deed tactics and also the different kinds of weapons that we're going to be using in the destruction of enemy air defenses. So the destruction of enemy air defenses mission is typically done shortly after a SAM site has been suppressed. Usually you have a deed flight operating with a suppression flight or a seed flight. This way is in the SAM can be suppressed and then immediately destroyed with either a cluster, maverick, or dumb bomb set with an air fuse, or with a GPS guided bomb set with an air fuse. Since we do not have air fuses yet in DCS, we are primarily going to be using the Maverick and the CB-105 to accomplish the deed mission. Why these two weapons? Well, the CB-105 is helpful for destroying SAM sites that are in a group. So, like an SA2, most SAM sites, essentially, in how they can be clustered together, like the launchers will be clustered in one area, radars may be clustered around the site. So, anything where exactly there's a tight grouping of targets, it would be best to probably use a cluster or an airburst weapon. Now, the Maverick is best used for either eliminating IR-guided SAMs that are protecting the site, um, or other SAMs where exactly you don't necessarily want to go too far into the area in order to be able to prosecute the SAM site because of threats that may be around it. So it's a way to be able to reach out and still be able to hit the target without having to put your jet over top the target. So, um, So with that, we are now going to be prosecuting an SA2 site, which is being protected by an SA15 and possibly an IRSAM as well. There's going to be an SA10, which is going to be having high altitude overwatch over the area, which has not been suppressed. However, the SA2 radar, track radar, has been destroyed. So what we're hoping to accomplish is to essentially destroy the SA2 launchers and then hopefully be able to either find and destroy the SA15 or the air search radar for the SA2. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the situation. So we have an SA2 site located here near a military installation, which is located around here. So what we're going to be attacking is the SA2 site here, and it's protected by an SA15, which is located near the area. So it is also overwatched by an SA-10 site, which is located here, whose threat ring reaches out to here. Now, its realistic, more probable engagement range is probably around the city of Aleppo, is where it will start engaging us if we were to attack from a high altitude, let's say above 20,000 to 30,000 feet. It would probably start locking in, engaging us around Aleppo. However, the ability for us to lob our CB-105 to be able to destroy the launchers at the SA2 site is only going to be at most about here, at about 6 miles, more realistically at 4 miles. So with that limitation, we're going to have to ingress at about 16,000 feet, so that way we can get over to about here at the city of Aleppo, drop down to low altitude, ingress at about 100 to 200 feet off the deck to avoid the lock on by the short range air defenses, because this is located at a high point on a hill. And what we're going to do is then we're going to lob the bomb from that distance. So essentially we're going to point the nose up, release the weapon, and then roll over and pull back down towards the deck 180 degrees away from the target. This way that we get a standoff distance with the bomb, and it should be able to hit the target. Then once we egress away from the target, we'll climb back up to our altitude of about 14,000 feet to avoid IR SAM threats. And then we'll begin our standoff range attacks, trying to keep at the edge of the SA-15 threat and try to engage the search radar, which should be located in this area here, and possibly engage the SA-15 and what other IR threats are engaged here with our 2 Mavericks that we'll have on board. The biggest reason why we're staying at a standoff distance is because the SA-15 has about an 8 to 10 mile engagement range at an upwards altitude of 20 to 22,000 feet. So we can't exactly get above it with our Maverick shot, and if we do, we're going to be diving pretty much straight down into its missile range, which will pretty much be a very certain death. So we're going to mainly use the Maverick's ability to stand off to essentially be able to reach in and be able to hopefully engage any targets in this area while dealing with the SA-15 threat. Anywho, with that, let's get on with the demonstration. Alright, so we're 28 miles out from target. We've got an SA-15 protecting this site, and we're currently inside the threat ring of the SA-10, so we don't want to get too high. So, right now what we're going to do is we're going to look for the SAM site. It should be located at a military compound. There's a burning wreckage. It's probably our track radar. Alright, got it marked. And we've got our CB-105 selected. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to come in with a low altitude egress once we get inside of 12 miles. We're going to come in low, we're going to lob the CB-105 onto the target. Then we're going to swing back out, and we're going to prosecute then with Mavericks. Hopefully we can get signs of either the SA-9 or the SA-15 so that we can prosecute with Mavericks. Otherwise we will prosecute the search radar, and then once we're out of weapons or we're running low on fuel, we will RTB. Alright, so we're at 16,000. And 12 miles, got our target designated. Switching into memory mode, and now we're going to go low. Alright, so we're near a big population center, which is a high RR threat. Watch for missile contrails. Okay, we got an SA-15 pop up.
Altitude. Altitude.
And spike.
Pull up. 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 Altitude.
Emissions.
Altitude.
Goes away. This is our airport.
Tap land. Altitude.
Seem to have broken lock on
Altitude.
that. Got at least one launch. I lost smoke trail already. Alright, going back to altitude. Alright, so now we're out of the IR threat again. So now hopefully we can prosecute the rest of it from up here without going low. if essentially I have a chance to see a smoke trail, I will switch into mark mode, and as soon as I'm out of danger, I'm going to mark it, try to get an ident on it. So now I'm going to search for anything hot down there, such as a vehicle running or a radar emitting. Don't see anything there. It's not too far down the hill to be useful for a radar. Oh, got something warm. Ah, there it is. Okay, we got that. So now we're going to switch to our Mavericks. Switch them to pre-mode. And we lost target. And made. Oh, those were way closer than I thought they were.
Cap flare. Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Pull up.
Looks like he's firing from the one of these hills off to the south of the compound. Let's see if we can get a picture on him. Somewhere in here. Oh, wait, it's back. Ah, there it is. Alright, this time I'm going to mark it. Okay, target is marked. DGP. So that's 26. So that's easy. Should have a good solid solution for our Maverick. Rolling in. Okay, contrast lock. Got lock. Rifle. Rifle search. Positive solution that they had. Oh, it's close enough. Alright, I'm gonna pull up before I get too low. .27. Alright. Oh, missile out. Out on me. That must be going for a Maverick. Based on the fact that I'm seeing smoke, looks like he didn't get it. Alright. We got one more Maverick left, and we got plenty of fuel to prosecute. Let's fire something at this SA-15, and then we'll call it home. Alright. So, what done? Around. target. Correcting. Locked. Rifle. Waiting. Idling. Firing.
Altitude.
One hit the ground.
Altitude. Pull up. Pull up.
It's a 10 spike. Shouldn't have time to lock that before that Maverick gets to him. Let's do a BDA pass. Okay, Shack 1 SA-15. Shack looks like a search and a truck. And multiple launchers shacked at the site. A few trucks remaining. Looks like a couple of launchers left too. It looks like we shacked about three launchers. Not bad. Don't really have the fuel to be able to hang around and find out if there's anything left. And we're gonna head home. So guys, this is how in the world, at least, I've done deed missions. Hopefully this helps with your weapon selection and for how to do a deed mission, and I'll see you in the next video.